I saw 281 shows in 2024 and a staggering 159 musicals. And this is my top 10 of the year. Note, any show that has previously made a list was not eligible, meaning that like Sunset Boulevard, because I saw it in London last year and it made the list, did not make the list this year, even though it very much could have, because Sunset Boulevard is like one of my favorite shows of the whole year. Let's get into it. Coming in at 10, The Heart of Rock and Roll. I love this show. I thought it was brilliant and exactly what it was supposed to be. I thought it was so much fun, such a good time, a great book, a great score, insane ensemble, bubble wrap tap. I love The Heart of Rock and Roll, and there was just no way I could put it on the list. Just a great, fun jukebox musical, and sometimes shows just need to be fun jukebox musicals. Number 9 is The Connector. It's Jason Robert Brown's new musical. Ben Levi Ross, Hannah Cruz, both of who I love and adore, and Ben you'll see later again on this list. The Connector is such a cool piece of theater, both in its concept, its music, and its staging. Directed by Daisy Prince. I used to go to Jason Robert Brown's subculture shows all the time. He'd do these like monthly residencies, and he would play a bunch of the songs from The Connector as he was writing them. So getting to hear them like live on stage with singers and a band was amazing. And then coming in at 8, Two Strangers Carry a Cake Across Manhattan. I wanted to see this show so badly, and it did not disappoint. It's a show where I like did not stop smiling. Like, it's just a warm hug. It's so cute. It's like a little rom-com. I hope it comes to New York, and it's a great cast album listen. Highly recommend. Coming in at 7, we have to talk about Teeth. I am so sad the Teeth is closing. I saw this at Playwrights and I was obsessed with it. And then I just saw it again at New World Stages, and it is this insane, wild, over the top horror comedy delight. Like, it is a feminist rage musical. The music is so good. Everyone in it is insane. Seeing it one more time before it closes, I'm really thankful for that. And I've never seen the movie, and maybe I should, but I love Teeth. So you have like another week to go see it. Coming in at 6, I had a hard time because I don't know if this technically counts as a musical, but I'm counting it because there is singing and a story. I Love You So Much I Could Die is a show I saw at New York Theater Workshop. It is one of the most powerful pieces I've seen ever. It's kind of about COVID and loneliness and love. The entire show, Mona is facing a brick wall, so it's just her back. And she's playing like monologues that she's written off of her computer with like AI sound. Like the computer is reading all the monologues, and then she sings these like beautiful songs, and it just was incredible. Like, it's like a very brave piece to like A, for her to put on, B, for New York Theater Workshop to like take a stab at, and I just really loved it. And I only got to see it one time, and I was really sad because I wish I'd seen it a second time, because it was just a play that is just, or a musical. It was a musical that has just really sat with me. And I wasn't sure to put it on musicals or plays, but I ultimately decided this musical spot made more sense. 5, I got it. I had to put Limpika on here. I know this was controversial. Not everyone loved Limpika. I don't care. I love Limpika. I loved everything about Limpika. I loved the music. I loved Eden. I loved Amber. I loved getting to see a bisexual woman express herself loudly and proudly on a Broadway stage. I think the story of Limpika is really important. I loved the staging. Obviously, like, is it a perfect show? No. But also, is anything a perfect show? No. So I just really love Limpika, and I'm really sad it is not on Broadway anymore. And I'm really happy, though, we have the cast recording, because I listen to it literally all the time. Speed was like one of my top songs of the whole year. And because we are in a Rachel Chavkin era, gotta talk about ART Gatsby, which is Florence and the Machine and Martina Mayak, and was insane. And I saw it twice. I drove to Boston twice to see it. I loved this production of Gatsby. This was dark, gritty Gatsby. This was the great Gatsby that like I had been craving, just kind of like looking at the luxury of Gatsby, but from the other side. And I think it very much takes like the Myrtle, Soleil Pfeiffer plays Myrtle, and she was incredible, insane. Isaac Powell played Gatsby, incredible. Ben Levi Ross, Nick, ridiculous. Ellery Ward, Charlotte, I love them all so much, and I loved this production, and I just thought it was really beautiful and wonderful, and I don't know what the future is for it, but I hope we at least get a cast album from Florence, because the music is so good. Not that I have an audio, but if I did, it would be listened to a lot, and I would love to have a real recording. Coming in at 3, I know, okay, here's the thing. If you had told me at the beginning of the year the 3 of my favorite shows would be Andrew Lloyd Webber musicals, I don't know if I would have believed you. And yet, here we are. So I'm putting this tied at 3 because I really wanted to talk about both Starlight Express and Cats the Jellicle Ball. Now, Starlight Express is just the most fun, silly, goofy time. I had a blast. People roller skating, singing, it was everything. There's like, the show is nonsense. The show makes no sense, but I don't care because I had such a good time at it, and I just like did not stop goofy grinning the whole time, and I think everyone's amazing, and the production in London is so good, and I love it. So Starlight Express had to be on here. And then Cats the Jellicle Ball, I thought was one of the most innovative, creative, amazing pieces of theater I've ever seen. You take a show like Cats, which is always considered like weird and quirky, and you add the spin of ballroom culture, and it just works in every single level. I thought the performances were incredible. Obviously, my favorite girlie, Skimbleshanks, the railway, MTA queen, everything. I love Ballroom Cats. I hope it also gets an extended life. Number 2 is Dave Malloy's Three Houses, and this was almost number 1. I love Dave Malloy, and this is a musical about COVID. It takes place kind of at like a poetry reading. I don't even know how to describe it. It's a little bit spooky, a little magical, these incredible like monologue songs, insane cast. Great puppetry. It's a show I've thought a lot about. I only got to see it once and I'm really sad about it. I wish I went back to see it a second time. They are, I believe, fundraising for a cast recording right now. I donated obviously because I have to have this cast recording. But if you love like Octet or anything Dave Malloy, you will love this show. And I just think it is very cool. It's kind of a retelling of the Three Little Pigs. Like I know that sounds weird, but it works. And coming in at number 1, I don't think you'll be surprised. It had to be Maybe Happy Ending. This is a show that I just love so much. I know I said earlier there's no perfect musical. That's a lie. This is a perfect musical. I've seen it 3 times. Every time I see it, it just gets better and better and better and better. You gotta go. You gotta see it. The Fireflies are my honorable mentions. I can do a deeper dive into them if you want. But I saw a lot of musicals this year, and I'm very thankful. And I am so excited for 2025.